Hello and welcome to my channel, Sondra's Homespun Life. In today's video, I'm going to be making a chocolate cobbler. This recipe is delicious. If you're a chocolate lover, this is one recipe you don't want to miss out on. And I guarantee if you fix it, you're going to love it. So let's go ahead and get started. So the ingredients that I'll be using for today's recipe are 2 sticks of butter, 1 1/4 cup of sugar, 1 1/2 cup of self-rising flour, a teaspoon of vanilla, a 3/4 cup of milk. And for the chocolate layer that I'll be making, 1 cup of sugar, 6 tablespoons of cocoa powder, and 2 cups of boiling water. I have my oven preheated to 350 degrees. Now I have a 9x13 baking dish, and what I'm going to do next is place 2 sticks of butter, which I've cut into chunks to help in the process of getting the butter to melt quicker. And I'm just going to place that in my casserole dish. And then I'm going to place this in the oven and allow this to melt. So now that I have my butter placed in my casserole dish, I'm just going to stick that in the oven and watch it. And once that butter melts, I'm going to be taking this pan back out of the oven and bringing it back over here to finish making my recipe. While my butter is in the oven melting, I'm now going to take a bowl and mix my other ingredients to make a batter to pour over the butter. So I'm going to add my flour, my sugar. I'm going to mix those two together and get them mixed up. And next I'm going to add my milk and my vanilla. And I'm going to mix that well until it's all well combined and a nice batter is formed. My butter is melted, so for my next step, I'm going to take the batter that I made in my bowl, and I'm going to spoon that out over top of this melted butter, being careful not to stir it. I have my batter spooned down over top of my melted butter. For my next step, I've got a separate bowl here with some sugar in it, and I'm going to add my 6 tablespoons of cocoa powder. And for those of you that don't know what cocoa powder is, it just comes in one of these little brown boxes. Majority of people probably knows, but if you've never used it, you may not know what cocoa powder is. So I'm just going to mix this 6 tablespoons of cocoa powder in with my cup of sugar. Before mix that up really well. Now that I have the sugar and cocoa powder mixed together, I'm just going to sprinkle that over top of my batter, and also once again make sure not to stir or disturb the batter in the dish. Now that I have my sugar and cocoa powder mixture spread over top of my batter and butter mixture, next I'm going to take 2 cups of boiling water, and I'm going to pour over top of that mixture, once again being careful not to stir it up. Now I know this looks like a big soupy mess, but you're going to be surprised how good this turns out. So now that I have my boiling water poured over top of my mixture, I'm going to place this in the oven, which I have preheated at 350 degrees, and I'm going to bake this for about 30 to 45 minutes, just until that crust gets really nice and golden brown on top. And once it gets done, I get it out of the oven, I'll bring you back. My cobbler's out of the oven. It took mine about 40 minutes to bake. So what I'm going to do next is allow this to cool, and then I'm going to serve it up and get ready to have some, and it'll be ready to eat. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share my videos. I appreciate every one of y'all watching the videos. And until next time, guys, bye.